How to effectively revive diseased orchids. Today I will guide you on how to care for orchids at home using an extremely simple yet incredibly effective method. In a short time, you will see new roots grow, leaves turn green again, and flowers begin to bloom. Don't throw away orchids that are diseased like this just because you see yellowing, rotting leaves and missing tips. With proper treatment, the chances of recovery are still very high. However, first we need to thoroughly address the source of the disease. Here, you can see the withered, soft leaves. These parts contain many bacteria and mold. Therefore, the first step is to remove all these damaged leaves. Remember to collect and dispose of them far away, absolutely not near the orchid-grown area, as the risk of infection is very high. Careful observation will reveal that the leaves are rotting from the inside, soft and mushy as if boiled. This is the breeding ground for bacteria and fungi. These parts must be completely removed. Next, we check the roots. These plants are often grown industrially, using a lot of fertilizer pellets and chemical fertilizers. When brought home for care, the plants are very susceptible to fertilizer shock, exhaustion, and loss of shoots. Many roots are rotten and completely damaged, containing a large number of bacteria and mold. Therefore, in this step, we will remove all remaining fertilizer pellets and completely remove the old, decayed and infected growing medium. This helps to cut off the source of disease and create conditions for the plant to recover safely. Besides English, we now have voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on the settings gear icon to select the appropriate audio language. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you as a companion on this journey. Thus, we have removed all the damaged roots and old growing medium from the orchid. After this cleaning step, the plant is ready to proceed with the next steps, helping it to revive and grow again in our garden. Next, we proceed with pruning and trimming the orchid. I will take a sharp pair of scissors and cut off all damaged, rotten or crushed roots. These roots are no longer able to absorb nutrients and, if left intact, will become a source of disease for the plant, so they must be removed. Observe carefully. Damaged, soft, or dark roots should be cut off decisively without hesitation. That completes the process of removing the damaged roots. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's wonderful that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. Next, we address the top of the plant. For plants with dead tops, I will completely cut off the damaged part, continuing until the top tissue is still green and healthy. This helps the plant focus on nourishing new shoots and prevents disease from spreading downwards. Afterward, we clean the leaves, removing any dirt, damaged tissue, or remaining signs of infection. In this step, the orchid has been neatly pruned, with all damaged roots and dead tops thoroughly removed. The plant is now ready to move on to the next treatment step, which helps to resist fungi and bacteria, keeping the plant disease-free so it can grow again. Next, we will take the orchid out to thoroughly clean it with clean water. Before proceeding with any treatment or care steps, rinsing the plant with clean water is mandatory. Water will help wash away all the dirt, mold and bacteria clinging to the surface of the leaves and stem. thereby reducing the risk of disease later on. I use a clean water hose to gently spray, focusing on the top and bottom surfaces of the leaves, the areas most prone to accumulating dirt and mold. What kind of orchids are you growing? Please leave a comment below so I can create a detailed, personalized orchid care guide tailored to the specific characteristics and needs of that orchid variety. Thus, after this step, the orchid is thoroughly cleaned, the leaves are airy, and the plant surface is safer for the next steps. Next, I will take the plant outside and proceed with the next care steps to help it recover quickly and healthily. Moving on to the next step, I have prepared 1000 milliliters of clean filtered water. Next, we will use potassium permanganate, a solution with excellent antibacterial and antifungal properties, especially suitable for treating and restoring orchids. I add 10 drops of potassium permanganate directly to the prepared water. Then, I stir well to completely dissolve the potassium permanganate in the water, creating a diluted disinfectant solution that is safe for the plant but still effective enough to kill harmful mold and bacteria. Next, I prepared a clean container. Then, I placed the entire orchid plant in the container, from roots and stem to leaves, ensuring it was completely submerged. Next, I poured the prepared potassium permanganate solution into the container. The purpose of this step is to disinfect and kill any remaining mold and bacteria on the orchid. We completely submerge the plant, leaving no part of the roots or leaves untouched. The soaking time is approximately 30 minutes. I use an aloe vera leaf as a natural fertilizer to care for my orchids. Aloe vera is rich in nutrients containing vitamin C, vitamin E, and many essential minerals, which help orchids increase their resistance, limit fungal diseases, and harmful agents. Next, I will proceed to cut the aloe vera into thin, small slices. Slicing the aloe vera into small pieces helps the nutrients inside to be released and dissolve more quickly when used, thus allowing the orchid to absorb them more effectively. On the Blissful Garden channel, you can also find many ways to make homemade organic fertilizers from familiar kitchen ingredients. These are not only cost-effective but also help plants grow sustainably. So, we have prepared the aloe vera in small pieces, ready for the next step in the orchid care process. Next, I will prepare a clean container, then peel all the prepared aloe vera and put it directly into the container. Next, I will use oatmeal. Oatmeal contains many B vitamins and important minerals such as potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen, which are very good for the recovery and growth of orchids. I will take about 3 tablespoons of oatmeal and put it into the prepared container. Then add 500 milliliters of hot water to help release the nutrients faster, creating a suitable nutrient solution for orchid care in the following steps. After adding hot water, I stir it well, then seal it tightly. Next, I take the solution outside to the garden, place it in a cool, airy place to let it ferment for a day. Next, after soaking the orchid in an antibacterial and antifungal solution for 30 minutes, I will remove the entire plant, including the roots and base. This ensures the entire root system is disinfected, fungicides are eliminated, and harmful insects are repelled, helping the plant recover and stabilize. Once completed, I will take the plant outside for further treatment and recovery. Next, I will lift the orchid out and prepare cinnamon powder to disinfect it. Cinnamon powder has excellent antifungal and antibacterial properties, especially effective in treating cuts and open wounds on the orchid stem and roots. I sprinkle the cinnamon powder directly onto all the wounds, both on the stem and the cut root sections, checking carefully to ensure no areas are missed. This step helps prevent rot and fungal infections from recurring, while also promoting faster wound healing. After disinfection, I place the orchid in a dry, well-ventilated area to allow the wounds to dry completely. Once the surface is dried, we can proceed with replanting, ensuring the plant's safety and better recovery. Next, I will prepare the growing medium using shredded pine bark. I will use the remaining potassium permanganate solution to disinfect the growing medium before planting. I pour the potassium permanganate solution into the pine bark and soak it completely, the purpose being to eliminate any remaining mold and bacteria in the medium. The growing medium will be soaked for about an hour. Next, after about an hour of soaking for disinfection, I will remove the entire growing medium. At this point, bacteria and mold have been completely eliminated, and the medium is safe for the orchid. I let the growing medium drain completely, ensuring no excess water remains, to prevent root rot after planting. Next, we replant the orchid in a new pot. While use a pot with many drainage holes, ensuring good aeration and quick drainage to prevent waterlogging and root rot. At this point, the wounds on the orchid have been disinfected and completely dried, so we can safely proceed with planting. I place the orchid in the pot, then use a substrate of crushed pine bark that has been disinfected beforehand. Next, I layer the pine bark, securing the orchid in the center of the pot. Larger pieces of pine bark are gently inserted into the root gaps, helping to keep the plant upright while still ensuring good aeration for the roots. Finally, I gently tap around the sides of the pot, allowing the pine bark to settle and fill the gaps between the orchid roots. This ensures the roots are firmly secured, preventing loosening, while maintaining good aeration, creating ideal conditions for the orchid to recover quickly and grow steadily. Next, I took a plastic-coated metal rod and bent it into a U-shape. This U-shaped rod will serve as a support to hold the orchid leaves in place, helping the plant stand firmly in the initial stages after planting. I gently lifted the orchid leaf, then clamped the U-shaped rod in place, creating a stable support to prevent the leaf from falling over and to avoid disturbing the roots. Then, I used butterfly clips to secure it further, ensuring the orchid leaf remained stable and wouldn't be shaken by the wind. Next, I covered the rim of the pot with a thin layer of cotton and moss. Note that the moss and the entire growing medium had been pre-treated to remove fungi and bacteria. This moss helps retain moisture, promoting the growth of new roots and better anchorage in the growing medium. After planting, I moved the orchid pot to the garden, placing it in a shady, well-ventilated location with gentle sunlight. For the first 24 hours, we don't need to intervene or water further, allowing the root system to fully stabilize, after which we can begin normal care. After 24 hours of incubation, our aloe vera and oatmeal mixture has undergone a slight fermentation, at which point the nutrients have been released into liquid form. I stirred it again, then filtered out all the residue. Next, I prepared a clean container and carefully filtered out the aloe vera and oatmeal sediment, keeping only the clear liquid. The result is a bottle of nutrient-rich aloe vera oatmeal solution, ready to use for caring for and restoring orchids, helping them grow healthier and more stable. Next, I added 500 milliliters of clean filtered water, equivalent to half a liter, and stirred well to dilute the lightly fermented oatmeal and aloe vera solution. Once the solution reached the appropriate consistency, I placed the orchid in it and began caring for it, using this mixture to nourish the plant, helping the roots absorb nutrients better, allowing the plant to recover quickly and grow steadily. Next, I took a soft cotton pad, soaked it evenly with the prepared oatmeal solution, and gently wiped all the orchid leaves. On the upper surface of the leaves, this helps remove dirt and mold, making the leaf surface cleaner and brighter. On the underside of the leaves, we completely clean away mold, bacteria, and insects that hinder the plant's growth. When the leaves are cleaned, the stomata open, allowing the plant to photosynthesize better and absorb nutrients more efficiently. Next, I prepared a spray bottle, filled it with nutrient solution, and sprayed it directly onto the orchid. We sprayed evenly on both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves to clean away any remaining dirt and mold, while simultaneously allowing the nutrients to penetrate directly through the leaf surface. The aloe vera and oat solution, after mild fermentation, creates an environment for beneficial microorganisms to thrive, helping to inhibit and eliminate harmful bacteria, thereby increasing resistance and promoting more stable orchid growth. If we don't spray the leaves, we can switch to watering the roots directly, allowing the nutrients to travel through the roots, nourishing the stem and leaves effectively. Next, I prepared a watering can, filled it with a diluted natural fertilizer solution, and then watered the orchid directly. When watering, focus on the roots and growing medium so the plant can absorb nutrients upwards, nourishing the stem, leaves, and flower stalks, helping the plant grow stronger and more stable. With this type of nutrient solution, once every 2 weeks is sufficient to maintain the plant's health. During regular care, water and mist the plant every 3 days with clean filtered water to maintain stable moisture for the roots and leaves, preventing dryness but also avoiding water. After fertilizing, soak the pot for about 20 minutes to allow the roots and growing medium to absorb the maximum amount of nutrients. After this time, remove the pot to drain, then place the plant outdoors in a shady, well-ventilated area with gentle sunlight, creating ideal conditions for the orchid to continue growing and developing sustainably. After a month of care, our orchid has recovered and is growing almost normally again. There were times when it seemed the plant was exhausted, even needing to be discarded, but thanks to proper care, perseverance, and dedication, the orchid not only came back to life but also sprouted small new shoots, a clear sign of its revival. Observing the roots closely, we see that the root system has recovered strongly, with new roots growing thick, healthy, and spreading evenly around the rim of the pot. The stem and leaves are developing more symmetrically and the plant's vitality has been noticeably restored. A beautiful, healthy root system is the foundation for continued stable growth and new shoots in the next stage. The orchid has fully recovered thanks to the meticulous care of the grower, who is always patient, diligent, and understands the plant's natural growth rhythm. When we care for plants with observation, knowledge, and love, the orchid will respond with lush, strong, and vibrant growth. From here, we continue to maintain an environmentally friendly care regimen, utilizing natural fertilizers from the garden and kitchen, helping the plants grow sustainably, safely, and for the long term. Continue to supplement with aloe vera and oatmeal every 2 weeks. This is key to helping the orchids recover quickly, develop strong roots, vigorous shoots, and stable growth in the future. The results after the next month showed that our orchid was growing beyond expectations. The root system was very strong, spreading out and firmly anchoring itself around the pot. The seedling was growing steadily, with new leaves that were dark green, thick, and sturdy, and young roots that were long and healthy, showing excellent vitality. Once the mother plant had fully recovered, the seedling would continue to maintain and develop the lineage, preparing for beautiful flowering seasons to come. The entire foliage was lush green again, clean, and free from any signs of mold or disease. The roots were developing evenly, both old and new, spreading vigorously inside and outside the pot, proving that the plant was stable and absorbing nutrients well. With persistent, proper care and dedication, the orchid will reward you with a profusely growing root system, lush green leaves, and sustainable growth. When we dedicate our full efforts to the plant, the orchid will produce beautiful, consistent flowers year-round. With continued care for another 1 to 2 months, the plant will enter a period of spectacular flowering. Maintain regularity and consistency in care, and the orchid will surely thrive and last a long time. What do you think of my method of caring for this orchid? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day. I hope this video helps you better care for your orchids at home. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple and natural orchid care tips.